Hello, princess. Hello, babies. Oh, don't be so silly. Eggs. Hi guys, it's Monday. Welcome back to another Mixology Monday with the Metal Mixologist from Drunken Smithy. December is finally here. Christmas is starting to be in full swing because it's something that makes everyone happy. So I decided to go right in to that holiday spirit, and today we are making homemade eggnog. The nice thing about homemade eggnog is you can spike it if you want to or not spike it if you don't want to. So I'm going to make a small batch because there's only 2 people in my house. You could certainly double up this recipe. I'll put a full recipe in the comment section, but you start with a lot of egg yolks. And what I'm going to show you here, if my camera can see, well, so I have 10 button quail yolks in there, 1 chicken egg yolk there, and 5 regular quail yolks in there, for a total of 3 egg yolks for a small batch. If you're making a big batch, you double it up, 6 egg yolks. I'm gonna grab myself some sugar. I'm gonna use regular granulated sugar, but you could certainly use brown sugar or maple sugar. I have all of those. And for this little baby batch, I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup of sugar right into my egg yolks. I'm going to whisk that all in. And it's going to look pretty tasty. It's going to make clumps out of your sugar. And I basically have egg paste, sugar and egg paste. Alright, and I'm also going to heat up 1/2 cup of cream and a whole cup of milk. And don't worry, I'll edit out a little bit of the cooking time. It only needs to cook for a couple of minutes on the stove, but I need to get it hot first. So while it's in there, I'm going to add a pinch of nutmeg. Maybe 2 pinches. And a touch of salt. And because I love cinnamon sticks, I'm going to throw some cinnamon sticks in there too. Alright, I've got my milk and my cream bubble troubling here. I'm going to turn down the heat a little bit because it's hot now. And when you make a custard, because eggnog is basically a loose custard like creme anglaise, you kind of have to temper your eggs so you don't end up with chunks of little scrambled egg in your drink. You don't want a creamy egg drop soup as your beverage. So the way you do that is you take a ladle full of that hot milk and you drizzle it into your eggs while you're stirring. And the sugar that we beat in there too will help with this. It kind of separated the egg bits. I'm going to do it again. And then I'm going to pour it into the big pot. Trying my darndest to keep it from becoming scrambled eggs. I'm going to simmer this for about 2 to 3 minutes. Throw that bowl in the sink. And while that's happening, when you make this, you'll put it in the refrigerator and you'll wait till it's cold. I'm impatient, so I am going to use some big cubes to chill it down. They won't melt as fast, or they won't water it down as much, but they will help me cool it quickly. I'm going to do it in a measuring cup because measuring cups are tempered glass. That smells really nice. Cinnamon and sugar and nutmeg. So at this stage, it's going to start to thicken in the pot. And then you're going to pour it into a container like a measuring cup. And you're going to wrap it up with plastic wrap, put it in the fridge, and cool it down after, enough heat has escaped on the countertop. If you're impatient like me, you're going to find some big cubes, and you're going to use tempered glass container or a container that won't crack or melt. Mine's starting to bubble here. Now, if you're not adding alcohol, this is pretty much where you stop, is you're going to chill it and you're going to enjoy it. If you are adding alcohol, you have some options. So typically, the spike of choice for eggnog is a bourbon. I enjoy eggnog made the traditional way, but I also love to play around with other spiced liqueurs. So there's a whole array of spiced liqueurs at Christmas time. There is peppermint and pumpkin spice Kahlua, there's spiced Baileys, there is just spiced rum in general. There's some Fireball. Alright, so mine has thickened at this point. We'll see if you can see that. If you can see it when I pour it into my measuring cup. Cool off here. You can see it pours thick, almost like a milkshake. And because I'm using ice cubes, it will water down a little bit, but that is not a big deal to me. I'm gonna give it a quick stir. Chill that down. Now, one of my favorite things to do with a homemade eggnog is to put a coquito spin on it. Coquito is a Puerto Rican version of eggnog made with sweet coconut cream. Obviously, this wasn't made with sweet coconut cream, but you can still spike it with Malibu and make it taste like a coquito. I also, in my house, I make my own vanilla with vanilla beans from Guatemala from a friend that lives there and travels there a lot. This is Caribbean spiced rum infused with whole vanilla beans. It's delicious in drinks. So I would choose one of these. I think I'm vibing with the vanilla rum today. Like I said, that is homemade, but it's just rum and vanilla beans in a bottle. And I'm going to use one of these festive red and white glasses from my cousin Jake. He is an artist at Lake Superior Art Glass in Minnesota. I'm going to warm it up with my hands a little bit because I don't want it to crack. My kitchen's very cold. And you're going to spike it to your liking. And my vanilla has lots of pieces of little vanilla bean in it. See if I've got this to stop steaming yet. Stick my finger in there. Oh, that's a good temperature. Oh, that's so good. Try and keep my ice cubes in the container. Like I said, this was a batch for about 2 people. So I don't have to find room in my fridge for it. I can just enjoy it. And there you have it. Homemade eggnog and the many spins you can put on it. Enjoy the holidays. Happy Monday. See you at the Forge. Speaking of which, our holiday party is on Sunday from, I believe, 1 to 7 at the Forge in Palmyra, Pennsylvania. We will have lots of artisans there, including all of the goods that we make and produce at Drunken Smithy. You should come see us.